Good, good Monday evening. So this video is in the evening because I've been quite busy all day. So apologies that the video is coming late. So there's not much to update, not really, because basically most of what we we mapped out in last week's video played out. Let's see. We're currently at all-time high on Bitcoin, which I highlighted in last week Monday's video, where we spoke about price flipping this area, this 113,960 area, and that's basically what happened. So I said if flip 113,960 area is bullish, then we might most likely trade higher and probably target all-time highs, which is precisely what happened. So we could go on that. If the same goes for our Asta long, what is Asta? The same goes for our Asta. We had the H4 and H12 order block, and basically price bounce from there. What the fuck are you? Basically, the price bounced right off the H12 and H4 order block that we mapped out rather in last week's video. Right, so I think also Ethereum too. The levels we marked out on Ethereum, where we had this weekly level where I said as long as we are contained here, there's no reason to be bearish yet, and as long as we're here, I think Ethereum will most likely take out 4,500 and 5,000 area on the long run. So it's still currently in play, but definitely I think we'll take out 5K. So pretty much everything we mapped out from last week's video came played out rather. Trying to show you guys the Asta chart. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is taking pages to load. Can you fucking hurry up? Why so sluggish? I don't use TradingView's charts. I prefer using this. Okay. But this is where I mapped out everything from the video last week. So last week we had this H12 order block, then we also had this H4 order block. Let me zoom out. We also had this H4 order block. So I said most likely we hold the bounce. So my target for this was first target 2.4 rather, 2.4, 2.5, which we're yet to tag, but I still think at some point we tag that. Then ultimately $3, right? So I still kind of consolidating, but it's still structurally is okay now because we are above the moving average, and we are also above. We also have above. We have a, what do you call it? A breakout, bullish breakout here. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why? Right. So we have bullish breakout here. Right. So I think we shouldn't, if we was even good. This is another trade setup actually. Right. So it looks somewhat like this. Yeah. So to look somewhat like this, probably can long from here, maybe wait for it to test the moving average at anywhere around $2. We could just long out rightly here. Alright, so invalidation basically will be here. First target 2.4, 2.5, that's like a 1 hour trade. Then second target $3. So that's basically 3 hour already. So this is still a good setup, right? Well, although I'm still in my longs from here. Still my lungs from here. Right, so this is a good setup. It's still another setup. But overall, I think we still come and clear out this place. Then flip here, then we now clear the floodgates to three zero point oh sorry $3. I'm used to 0 points now because most of the coin I trade are 0 point something 0.00, so I'm always mixing them up. So that's that for our star. Let me see today's video. Let me look at areas of for pullback on Bitcoin. Right. So if at all we're going to have pullbacks, right? I think this is an area I'll be looking at. Why the fuck are you not clicking? Okay. This is one area I'll be looking at. But now the thing is, I have to wait for to even be really sure of my pullback areas. I have to wait for Monday's range to form. I have to wait for the daily candle to close, and we have like how many hours? Let me see. Where's this fucking thing? Last time. So we have approximately 3 hours to go, right? Because time is less than 3 hours rather. Time is 10:18 currently, so we have less than 3 hours to go. So when the daily candle closes, we can now have Monday's range to work with, right? So we have Monday's high and Monday's low, and basically this is something like for adventure will close like this. This is the range we'll have to work with. Let me thought of this. But okay, I'm coming. I have to get back to that. So we have something like this to work with. So you can now zoom to the lower time frame and say whichever parts of the range gets taxed first is what you trade. So basically what I mean is if we close like this, then tomorrow we have a sweep above Monday's high. Then and if we have any um if you have price trade back into it, then we'll most likely come and take out Monday's low. And if it's Monday's low that gets swept first and a reclaim of it, then you can take that long and target Monday's high. So basically something like this. Let me put a squiggle on it so it will look a little bit clearer. So this is Monday's range. That's if we close the candle lights, if we don't push higher. But wherever it is that Monday's range forms, it's still the same play. So if Monday's high is what gets swept first, and we now have price come back into it, then you can easily take a trade at here at below Monday's high. A validation will be any week we have at the top or that we left at the top, and you can now target Monday's low. And if it's the other way around, if the price comes to sweep Monday's low first and reclaims it, then you cannot take that sort of entry at Monday's low in violation at any low you put in and target Monday's high. So that's basically how you trade Monday's range. Right. Although you have to work with context too. But that's like a how will I put it? A rough sketch of how it works. But really right now I wouldn't be focused on short term. Rather I'll be focused on um pullbacks. Peradventure will get pullback. I'll wait for pullbacks and long for continuation up. Right. So if we get pullback on the BTC, I'd rather go long halts because that's where most of the players are currently. So that's that. So what I'm looking for at still after then Z Arrow 2. I'm currently in Z Arrow trade. Where is it? Z Arrow 2, I think it still goes up. Z Arrow. Why I feel this one is also a good place because if you look at it, we've been in consolidation for a while. What the fuck is wrong with Spectrum? Okay. We've been in this kind of long consolidation for a while. Right, so from basically consolidated all the way from here till yeah where we currently are. So I just think at some point we still do one expansive move here, right? So I have my eyes on it. Well, I'm currently in the long already, but for re-entries, for new entries, I'd say we have this. Let me hide this. It almost took out my stops actually. Say, it almost took out my stop. I, I was lucky enough to. I was lucky enough that it reversed my profit. So for the entries, we have this H4 breaker, bullish breaker block here. So if we are lucky to get a pullback to here, that would be a good setup, right? And that will come in confluence with the moving average. The way I like to play my longs nowadays in this trendy environment is to wait for it. I think I mentioned it several times in the video. So whenever price flips the moving average, and comes back and retests it, that's my long signal. And if I'm lucky enough that it comes in confluence with another block or a breaker block, that will give me double confirmations, right? So this one now, we have this H4 breaker block. So pull back to 2.35, good entry. It comes in confluence with price retesting the H4 moving average for a bounce. So pull back to that will be a good entry at this 2.35 area. In violation, ideally should go below here at this 2.22 and target this anywhere around here. Because there's a daily bearish order block here, so that's like a trouble area. Let me show you guys. Why, nigga? Stop wasting my time. Whenever I trace like this, my trade network is always ass. So why the fuck are you taking time to load? Let me see. I think I have a chat here. Okay, there's one chat here. I hope this one doesn't take ages to load. Okay. Oh shit. The fuck is going on? Why the fuck are you taking time? I think something's wrong with my network. So, shit. Probably don't have to end the video here. Sorry guys, apologies for my snail network. What the fuck is going on? Why are you taking ages to load? Alright guys, I think I also have to end the video here. So, apologies for my slow network. I'll show you go. Ideally, targets should be, you can have it at 3R or 2.7, 2.8 area. Right, so we flip 2.8 on ZR, then we'll have a good runner. I'll end the video here for now, so I'll just keep you guys waiting for another time. So if anything develops that's critical during the week, I try and do another video, and if not, so wait till next week Monday. So as usual, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. Thank you guys.